Hi everyone, I'm iPommy and welcome back to this week's GX video. Today we're going to talk about some of the most difficult boss battles, but also some of the most exciting victories that you can experience in games. So if you're up to the challenge, this is definitely the video for you. But before we dive in, here's a spoiler warning. We're going to show some footage from boss fights in very advanced stages of games. But don't worry, I won't tell you how to beat them. That is something you need to figure out by yourself. Okay, so with that out of the way, brace yourself for some glimpses of some epic boss battles from the most modern games. First up on our list is Cuphead. In Cuphead, you need to bear the consequences of dealing with the devil, and the devil's right-hand man is King Dice, who is widely recognized as one of the most toughest challenges in this game. Actually, one of the more enjoyable aspects of fighting this boss is the creative design of the battle. Before actually facing King Dice, you'll roll a die to determine which mini-bosses you will encounter. Each mini-boss has its own distinct looks and attack patterns, providing a variety of challenges to overcome. This will definitely keep the fight engaging and unpredictable as you progress through the different phases. King Dice's slick appearance, smug attitude, and unique animations truly make the fight feel like a showdown with a classic villain. God of War has many epic battles in store for gamers, but the hardest opponent to beat is Sigrun, the Valkyrie Queen. This is actually an optional boss fight that only becomes available after defeating the 8 Valkyries scattered throughout the game. This fight is not for the weak of heart, as Sigrun possesses a wide array of devastating attacks. To survive her aerial dives, ground slams, and teleportation, you will need to master your dodging, parrying, and counter-attacking abilities. Sigrun is the ultimate test of the player's ability and serves as a rewarding challenge to those that overcome her. The sense of accomplishment and satisfaction that comes from defeating such a formidable opponent can be incredibly gratifying. Don't let this cute Pixar-like art style fool you. Kena Bridge of Spirits is full of tough battles, and mastering them, while very entertaining, will prove a challenge for even the most veteran of Souls-like games. But for many players, the biggest struggle was fighting the Hunter. Hunter stands out as the only boss in the game that has the ability to flee and hide from Kena, requiring you to truly hit some tough shots to bring them back to the ground. The agility of this boss and the limited attack opportunity window will require a lot of reflex, planning, and pattern recognition skills. In Hades, you play as Zagreus, and the god of the underworld is both your father and your greatest obstacle in your quest to reach the world of the living. The father-son relationship portrayed in the game is complicated, to say the least. That's why the final battle against Hades serves as a cathartic culmination of the game's story and character arcs. The emotional attachment players develop to the characters adds an extra layer of depth to the fight, making it even more rewarding and impactful. It's very unlikely that you'll beat Hades at the first try though. This difficult fight will force you to experiment with different weapons, upgrades, and godly boons to develop your own personalized combat style. If you are brave enough to take the genocide route in Undertale, you'll encounter Sans, a boss renowned for its punishing difficulty. Sans has extremely high HP, deals significant damage, and employs a relentless, unpredictable assault. The fight takes place in a unique arena called Judgment Hall, which is a distinct black and white aesthetic. Sans' witty and sarcastic dialogue during the battle adds flavor to the encounter. He continuously breaks the fourth wall, taunts the player, and comments on their actions, making this fight even more memorable. In Devil May Cry 4, the fight with Dante definitely serves as a climatic encounter and a highlight of the game. If you're a fan of the series, then you know that Dante is a playable character, but the fight with him takes place near the end of the game, where the player controls another protagonist, Nero. Dante is known for his flashy moves and devilish charm, while Nero has his unique Devilbringer arm. Both the clash of their abilities and banter during the fight adds an engaging dynamic. This fight emphasizes skill-based combat, rewarding players who can execute precise combos and counters.
Point being, it was originally my brother's. Return it to me, and I'll let you go.
Extreme Behemoth, also known as Extremoth, is a challenging encounter that pushes players to their limits. This powerful elder dragon introduces a crossover with the Final Fantasy series, bringing elements of the iconic boss Elder Primal Behemoth into the Monster Hunter world. The Extremoth fight is specifically designed for multiplayer gameplay. It requires coordination, communication, and teamwork among a group of 4 hunters to have the highest chance of success. Players must work together to coordinate attacks, draw aggro, and protect one another. The last 3 spots on our list are reserved for bosses created by From Software, a studio known for designing the most challenging experiences in the world of gaming. The hardest boss of Bloodborne is the Orphan of Cause from the game's The Old Hunters DLC. Orphan of Cause deals significant damage with its attacks, often leading to punishing combos that can quickly deplete the player's health. Players must be vigilant and adept at avoiding devastating parries and blows. The lore and story surrounding the opponent add an emotional layer to the fight as well. Players who take the time to explore this game's world can uncover many secrets and learn the tragic backstory of this boss. Now, moving from the gothic and dark setting of Bloodborne, we're heading into the historic feudal setting of Japan. In this fictionalized version of Japan, players can challenge the Demon of Hatred, an NPC who became a monster consumed by the intense wrath and bloodlust within him. Unlike many other bosses in Sekiro, Demon of Hatred employs more traditional action game mechanics, as opposed to the rest of the game's core posture-based combat system. Demon of Hatred is an imposing and visually striking boss with its massive size and menacing appearance. The epic skill of the battle also adds to the intensity and grandeur of the encounter, creating a memorable and cinematic experience. And the final boss of this video is Melania, Blade of Miquella from Elden Ring. She may not look like the biggest or most imposing, deadliest boss of this game, but her attacks are deadly. This is because she can leech health from players every time she lands a hit. The best strategy against her is to not get hit, but that's easier said than done. According to statistics summed up by GameRant, this boss encounter was attempted, get this, 329 million times, thus accounting for 5.5% of all in-game boss fights the players initiated. This makes Melania the most fought opponent in the game, even though the battle with her is not required.
And I have never known defeat.
Well, that concludes our list. I hope our list of the most notorious and epic boss fights invoked of you some memories of overcoming this most difficult boss fight and feeling that satisfying victory. Seriously, defeating some of these opponents can make a gamer feel more proud than, say, something like graduating school. What are some of your toughest battles that you'll remember forever? Let me know in the comments. I'm iPommy and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye!